Alright, so welcome back to another video. And this time we're gonna make tanks, like movement for tanks and like the car movement. So we're gonna start off with a rigid body, and then we're gonna make a new script called player controller. This time we're just gonna create an ad and then edit script. This time we're gonna make, actually we need a start script. Then we're gonna make a public, we're gonna make like a rigid body, rig? No, RB. And then make a public float, and it's called speed. F, and then public float turn speed equals 10f. Then we're gonna make something called rigid body dot RB equals get component rigid body. And then what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna make some if statements, like if input dot get key down, like that key code W. We're gonna make RB dot add relative force, and then we're gonna say vector3 dot forward forward times speed times 5. Then we're gonna copy this and then I'm gonna say, and if it's S, then we're gonna just do negative. And then we're gonna just do this again. But this time we're gonna say it's B and then A. This turn we're gonna replace it with torque. And this time it's vector3 dot up times turn speed. This time, and we shouldn't get any. And now we should kind of look. Now we should like see the movements going on. Okay. Okay, now we can see like it's moving much. Well, it's kind of like physics, and it can also like go up hills if you're wondering. I'm gonna make it like 50. That way it could be more decent, kind of much. That way we could just move like that. And if you're wondering how the camera works, this is basically how the camera works. Yeah, and now we're gonna make we're gonna create like a 3D object called a sphere. Basically, we do not want it to like collide. So we're just gonna make it like here, and then we're gonna also add a rigid body. Okay, then when. Okay, what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna make a gun script. We're gonna call it. I'm gonna call it gun. Create an ad. We're gonna edit this. Then we'll add a rigid body. No, not a rigid body. We're gonna add like a public game object. The bullet, and I think I should oh, it's all fine. Typically, and we're gonna insert the sphere into the bullet piece. And then we're gonna add like a transform, which is public trans. We're gonna make a public transform. Game up. I'm gonna make a public transform. Barrel end. In that situation, we're gonna make a public float. I'm gonna call it despawn. Despawn time. We're gonna make it equals 0f. And we'll make. Then we'll make a public. I'm gonna make it public insert. Public int. Like a public instant called bullet speed. Then what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna make public bool shoot able equals true. And then we're gonna make like a new public float called wait before next shot. And then we're gonna make it 1 second because we do not want to keep like shooting multiple times. And right now we're gonna make like a new an input statement, which is basically what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna make basically an input.get key down. And then we're gonna say, actually no, get button, input.get button down. I'm gonna say fire 1. I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna say if. And we're gonna say if shoot able, which is if we're able to shoot. Then we're gonna say like shoot able equals false. And that way we can we're not gonna make it. And now we're gonna like create like a new void called shoot. And there we're gonna create like a variable called bullet, which equals we're gonna instantiate a few things like the bullet barrel end dot position, then it's barrel end dot rotation. And then we're gonna make like a bullet dot get component rigid body, because like that way it can like fall through so it won't not just do anything. Then we're gonna say dot velocity, in which it equals bullet transform dot forward. Yes. Then we're gonna multiply by bullet speed. And then once the bullet like gets shot, then we want it to like destroy object. Which you're gonna destroy bullet, and then we're gonna say use punt. And right now we're gonna insert the new. And now we're gonna insert shoot over here, and then finally we need to make it wait, so we don't have to shoot too many times. So now we're gonna say enumerator, which is like a new waiting, and we're just gonna call it shooting field. And now we're gonna say yield return new wait 4 seconds. I'm gonna say wait before next shot. And then after the seconds are done, then say shoot ability equals true. And right now, after that, we're gonna insert like the start quarantine, which is basically like starts like coroutine. This can start the seconds waiting, and now we can make shooting field. Now I'm gonna check a few errors, if just in case. Seeing no errors. Check the console, but it seems like there are. So basically, now we're gonna. Now that we're gonna need a parentheses over there. It's probably the reason why that it says over that is because I'm using Notepad, and they usually get along with Visual Studio. So in this, guys, this is basically how we should make our tank, and this is what the component should look like. Right now, this is basically what the car should look like. Right now, it should look like something like this. Here we can move. So, yeah, that's basically it. Thanks.